Hi, this is Colin from Watch Off the Cuff, and today we're going to work on a bracelet repair. You can see here that the links here have separated, and there doesn't appear to be any other pin. The pin or screw was lost. Now, I did a repair a couple of years ago for the same issue on this side, and I ended up using a bar and rivet, and I'll explain why I ended up doing that. Let's see if we get that in focus. You can see here, it looks quite nice there. So the issue here is we've got these two independent arms on either side, 1 and 2. And if we take a look on this side, the screwed end is broken off. So what had happened was it's going to pass through these two pieces. There's a screw at this end, it comes out of the shaft, and there's a shoulder, or it widens at the end to hold in the screw, or else this part would literally flop out. I have a screw that's right here. I might have to show it closely, but if you can see there, there's a screw down here, shaft, and then a slightly larger end, because if we didn't, this end would literally flop out the other end. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to drill out the broken piece, get it stuck in there, and then we're going to do a bar and a rivet just like the other side. Okay, now we're going to bore this thing out to 1 mil. I've got the 1 mil bit in there. And then we can test fit our 1 mil rivet pin. Okay, now we're going to test fit the rivet pin. Put through the first side here, and through the center link, and then through the part we've just bored out here. It's a nice snug fit. And then there we go. So now we just need to cut this tube to length and then press fit. So what I'll do is while I'm here, I'm going to grab my calipers with that together. I'm going to take a look and see how wide I want that to be. So we're going to go in at about 8.9 mils. What I'll end up doing is I'll probably cut it to about 9.2 mils and then hand file it down from there. So right in there. So we'll go 8.9. I'll probably come at 9.1, like I said, and then we'll cut it. The only other concern I have is that this has a pre-fit pin. If we take a look, it isn't driven all the way in, it sticks out. So I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably press this in to make sure it's completely bottomed out. I don't want to cut this length and then press in the rivet only to have this side not press in very much and then this side compress more than I'm expecting. I want to have lots of purchase on the inside of that rivet all the way into that tube. So I'm going to press this together first to make sure this part is in there quite good, and then I'll measure that 9.2 mil. I'll cut, and then I'll hand file, and then I'll do a dry fit, and we'll go to the next step. All right, so I'm not going to try to get fancy with it here. I'm just going to take this in the vise here. I'm going to press that in. Good tug. That feels pretty good in there. I moved a little bit, so I'm just sure that that rivet is in there nice and tight, and it looks like it is. I don't mind if I mushroom this end just a little bit as I press it in, because I'm going to cut off the excess, and we're going to file it anyways. Okay, so I'm going to cut the excess off of this rivet pin now. Now it's a little unusual since this rivet already came pre-installed at one end. I would normally have it the other way around, and I would have what I'm going to keep inside the pin vise and cut it off in case it went flying. In this case, we're going to do it backwards because I can't clamp this properly in the pin vise with that rivet head on it. So we're going to do it a little bit backwards. Anyway, I'm just going to use my saw here. We're going to place it here, and I'm going to chop off the thing to the right amount, and then we can file it down to the final dimensions. Probably could have used a finer saw blade. Probably give it a little bend. It snaps off. Okay, so we've got this pin down to the rough size, and then what we'll do is I'm just going to do a quick measurement. I'm assuming that we've got about a couple of mils to take off. So I'm just going to do a quick measurement. See what I'm still in the camera there. And we're currently at about 10 mil. We want to get it down to like 8.9. So we'll take our small file and we'll place it here. Just making sure, see if I'm in camera. I'll give it a quick check. We're at 9.5. And normally I would put this in a pin vise, but I can't clamp the other side. Got only a little bit to go, and it's a hollow tube. It doesn't take a lot to take off the material. If you've got this close, we'll do a test fit on the bracelet. See where we stand. .3. We'll get it down to about 9 and do a test fit just to make sure we're all right. Just gonna clean off the burr a little bit. And we'll do another check here. Still a little much. And we're about 9 on the nose. Thank God for a white lab coat. All right, let's do a test fit. All right, let's do a test fit here and see how we look. This way. And we'll pass our new made pin through there. We'll back it up a little bit here. Give it a little tap. There we go. We can see here it's just at the end. That's what I'd like, because when I press this, I want it to I don't want it to be too below the bracelet so that the rivet ends up. See, there's just a little bit above. I can just feel it with my finger. I want that little bit of play so when I press the rivet, it doesn't make it stiff. All right, so the next step is to fit it with the rivet. So there's our pin just started. To press that in. It's a little off kilter. There we go. So this is where we are here. And then I'm going to put this in my vise and I'm going to just gently squeeze that shut. All right, now that I've got the pin set up, just started, I'm going to take it in there. We'll keep that in the view of the camera. I'm just going to gently put pressure on that. And close the gap. And we're almost there. We have just a little bit of play. Oh, a lot of play. Push it in again. go, just get it stirred a little bit. I'm just going to check with my loop. I'm just going to give it just a tiny bit more. Make sure it's set nicely. And there is our completed repair. You can see the riveted ends on both sides. And then what I'll do is I'll just give the nubs. Now the bracelet's hard worn and the person loves this watch, but I'll just take a quick buff and I'll just buff the edges so that they're nice and shiny, at least for the repair portion. And we're all set. This Movado watch, we'll have, we'll see another day on someone's wrist.